Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I hope you had a lovely weekend. Today's video is my February TBR. So this has all been planned out since the beginning of January. I knew I was going to read these books, so none of these are really a surprise for me bar one. But yeah, so let's just begin. Let me just show you what's on my TBR and like what my predictions will be for these books. This is my TBR. So these are all the physical books that I currently got at the moment. I have one book that is on Kindle. I have two books that are from book clubs that are on their way. So one of them I do know, so I'm just going to put the image up. The other one is a surprise and I won't know until I get the book. So it's coming, I just don't know what book it is. But I will now turn it around to show you. This is my exciting TBR pile. So I am going to do the ones that are for book tools first because they're quick and easy and I'm more interested in my own books. So these book tools are for Love Book Tools. It is my last tool with them. I have got two books that are for March, but literally they are my literally last two that came up for this month for Marches, and I thought, oh, and one of them's a children's book anyway, so it's not for me, it's more for Alice. So the first book is Takakush. I'm not sure whether I pronounced that right, but it is like I think it's fantasy dystopian type book. It's like quite a short book. That will be on my Kindle. I also then have I Left the Room Burning. This is a little short book and it's all poems. So it's about a woman who never wanted children finds herself reluctantly bringing up her sister's daughter. Her aunt is in an abusive relationship. The niece is a strange child who wishes to disappear. So it's like obviously about their family and how they're getting on with each other, but in poems. So it's literally just a short little story, but I don't read that much poems really, so this will be quite interesting to see how I feel really. This one is then The Vagabond Mother. It is sort of, I think it is, to be honest I don't know what it's about. I think it's like a mother's journey to finding out the truth and what happened to her son or something. But again, it's not very long. It's quite a short book, but it sounds really good and I really like the simplicity of this cover. Then next is Donnybrook Goodbye, which is a series. This is book one. This is a demonic crusade, a homesick god, a merciless order, a lonely gruffin and a crafty puka. So I think it's like a fantasy and Greek mythology. It's only a little short book. It's literally, if I remember rightly, yeah, 186 pages. So that would be done in a day for me. But it sounded really good when I got the invite and I thought, oh, I have to read this. It sounds quite good. And then lastly is Twinkle. Honestly, I don't know what this was about. I just liked the cover. It looked really cool. I don't know what it is about. We'll find out. But a couple of people have already read it and have said it's really good, and it was quite they weren't expecting it to be that book, so that good. So we'll see. Again, it's only a short little book to flick through, so that will be done in a day as well. So my actual Love Book Tools ones are actually really quick books, so I can probably read them in a couple of hours and they'll be done and dusted. They're also, apart from Donnybrook Goodbye, which is later on in February. The other ones are all at the beginning, so you know, I can get them all done and dusted, and then I can read and focus on my books, because the ones that I have got for this month are exceptional. I am so excited for them. And yeah. So the first book I'm going to show you, I'll put the sticker up because I haven't actually got yet, but it has been posted, is Cecilia Ahern. I have read a couple of her books, but this one I haven't read. This is a new book club that has recently started. So they did start in January, but I had a sneak peek of what the book was because she was doing teasers of what it might be, and it sounded like a book I had already read. So I messaged her to find out what it was, if it was definitely what I thought it was, and it was. So it was Blood Orange. Now, I've already read it. I absolutely hated it. It was one of my worst books that I read, so I did not want to reread it. So I said, oh, I'm interested in the new book club, but I have to pass for that one. But as long as I haven't read February's one, I'll take part. So it is like a surprise book club in some ways. She sort of gives you little teasers to see if you can guess it. Some people guess it, some people don't. So her book club is a book, and you get lots of accessories with it. So I think you get bookmarks, coasters, I think you get chocolate, I think there was candles or something. There's a lot of goodies as well as this book, which is why I actually joined, because I thought it was really nice to just not just get a book, it was nice to get like a little cute package with it as well. So that's on its way. I'm really excited to read it because it is about this man's trying to commit suicide, and a woman finds him just contemplating on doing it at the bridge. So she stops him and says, look, let me change your mind in 24 hours, I think it was. And so she sort of shows him like what, you know, how good life can be, and I think maybe they fall in love or start getting feelings or something. I've never read it before, but it sounds really up my street. I do like books that approach mental health topics, so it'll be interesting to see how that is done. So that's that one. I also have another book coming for Bookscape Books book club, but that book club is a mystery book. You don't know what the book is until you get it. So I don't know what it is, but that will be coming soon. I don't know when it's coming because there's been some issues, so it might be a little bit delayed, or I don't know, but I'm hoping it will come at some point because I want to know what it is, because I'm excited. I like having mystery books. The next book that is on my list is Ready Player One. I was kindly gifted this for my Secret Santa by Ellie, which is read by Ellie. I'll put all the links of everyone I mention in my comments. So she gifted me this, and we were doing a random act of kindness, and I saw that this was on her wish list, so I bought it for her, and I asked her if she was up for it, could we do a buddy read. So we are buddy reading this book together for this month. I have never done a buddy read with Ellie before, but she's a fab girl. I talk to her a lot. She's a big fantasy fan as well, so I was like, this is going to be fab. I've watched the movie. I loved the movie. I thought the movie was epic. I've watched the movie quite a few times and I don't get bored of it. But I've never read the book. So I'm really excited to see how the book spins from it. Now, a lot of people have said that the book is nothing like the movies, which I like. I like it when books and TV or movie adaptations are different. So I'm really excited for this. I've seen and heard big things about this book. So I'm seeing a very positive review for this. Another one that is a chunk of a book, but I'm really excited to read it because it's another TV adaptation as a book as well. So I'm starting the All Souls trilogy, and I'm starting A Discovery of Witches. Now this is my first ever buddy read that I'm hosting, so I'm really excited. I have about 18 members now joined, so there's a massive big group buddy read. We start on the 1st of February. It's all sort of split, so we get to read the whole book but in the whole month, because obviously this is a massive big chunking book. I watched series 1 of this TV adaptation. I absolutely loved it, and I had no idea that it was actually based on the books. It was only until I saw a few people sharing this on Bookstagram that I was like, oh my god, there were books. So I actually have the whole trilogy, and so depending on how it goes well with this book and what the others think of it, we're hoping to actually read the whole trilogy together in like the following months. But this sounds epic. It's about vampires, it's about witches, it's about demons, it's about politics. It's got an amazing forbidden love romance going on. It's just got everything that I love in a fantasy book. So again, I'm really excited for this. I'm really interested to see how different it is to the TV series. I want to I want to watch season 2 as it's out, but a lot of people said not to watch it as there's spoilers in it, and if you haven't read the books, it can spoil the books. So I'm holding off. So I might actually start, I'll read this and then start season 2, and then hopefully I'll be reading the next book. If no one else wants to read the next books with me as a buddy read, I'll just do it on my own. But yeah, I see big things for this one too. And then these next ones are the most exciting ones. I am reading the Cursebreaker series. So I'm reading A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I have already read this as a reread, the same as A Heart So Fierce and Broken. This I've already read, so this is a reread. And then we've got book 3, which I got given a couple of days ago. Thank you, Amazon, and pre-order. A Vow So Bold and Deadly. So I got these 3 that I can start again. So I read books 1 and 2 in the library. So these are actually all brand spanking new books. I haven't touched them and broken any spines yet. As you can see, they're all holographic, which I love, and I love how she's kept with the sort of style of books and the colours. So I read book 1 and 2 at the library. I loved both books. I thought they were fantastic. I love how Bridget Kimmerer writes, so I did read a lot of her other books too, and I still got quite a few books of hers to get through and read. When I found out there was going to be a 3rd book, I was like, yes! But obviously at the same time, I'm quite disappointed because it means Cursebreaker Series is over, and I don't want it to be over because I love the characters and the plot, and I just love that world. It's just so different, and it's just a different take of fantasy books, and the romance in this book was just on fire. Like, it is enemies to lovers trope, which again everyone loves. I love, and I'm not a big romance fan, but I am so excited to read these are like my most anticipated reads, and I am going to binge read these. I don't care anything about, I need to binge read these, I need to know what happens, because I don't want people to start reading this and I start finding some spoilers, because that's going to really knock me off. So yeah, they're the books that I'm reading for this month. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 books, which I can easily do. Obviously the buddy reads that I am doing, so I haven't yet. I need to do that, but I'm going to split these up in chapters to make it easier. This is already split up in chapters, but I find when I split things up chapter wise or pages, I read it quicker. Strange. So predictions. I am predicting good ones for this. I think this is going to be about a 4 or 5 stars. As for these 3, I honestly am not sure. I don't know what I'm going to think of them. I hope I like them. The lowest we can do for book tours anyway is 3 stars. So if I don't enjoy them, they're going to be 3 stars. But they may be higher. We'll see. For Bookscape Books, I have no idea what the prediction is going to be because I don't know what book it is, but most of the book club books that I have read have ranged between 4 and 5 stars. My last book that I read for January is a 3-star, but that is non-fiction, and I'm not the biggest lover of non-fiction. So I probably would expect, depending on what it is, it might be 4 or 5 stars, or if it's no, if it's something I really don't like, then that would be a shocker. But it's not usually a thing that I do. I like when Molly does her books because she likes her crime thrillers, so most of the time we have the same taste. So we'll see. Then it's Ready Player One. So I am giving this a 5-star prediction. I love the movie, so I honestly think I'm gonna love this. I'll be surprised if I didn't. A Discovery of Witches, again, I'm seeing about a 5 stars, or if not 5, it would at least be 4. I do not see this getting any lower. And then this Cursebreaker series, I know it's going to be a 5-star since book 1 and 2 were 5 stars for me, so there's no way in hell this is going to be any naff. So I'm seeing that all 3 are going to be 5 stars. And a Cecilia Ahern book, I'm sorry, I can't remember what the title is, hence why I haven't said it. But Cecilia Ahern book, I'm going to say maybe a 4 or 5 stars. Because the synopsis to it does sound really good and I'm excited for it. So this is my February TBR. I am so excited for it. I honestly, I cannot wait to read these books. They're like all different genres, which I love. I do love having different genres and just like, making it a little bit different. So I have obviously big chunky books to read, and then I've got really short ones to read. So I think I'm going to be able to read all of these books no problem. I read about 20 maybe for January. I can't remember now. I read quite a few in January and I managed to do it. So I don't see having any issues with February's one. But yeah, from March onwards, my TBR is going to change as I haven't got Love Book tours to do anymore. So I'm actually going to change my TBR a bit to make it in a game, so I can use all my books that are in here in my TBR jar, because I have a lot of books. I have about, I think I'm now approaching 430 books now. So I have got everything in here apart from the new books that I have recently got. But I want to do a game so I can actually get books that I don't want to pick out books that I have just bought, because then it means all the books that I've had on my bookshelves that I've had for a lot longer are not going to be read. So I feel if I make a game out of it and do it so I'm not outrightly actually choosing the books, I'm like picking them out and then finding out what it is, and that's what I'm reading. So I am going to do a game for the next few months just to try and get through some of my TBR books so then I can buy new books. But yeah, if you are reading any of the books that I am, please let me know. If you're interested in joining my Discovery of Witches group buddy read, please let me know. As long as it's not too late, I can probably squeeze you in. But yeah, I'm really excited. Let me know your thoughts on all of the books that I am going to read. If you've read any, let me know what your thoughts are on that. And yeah, next time when I talk about my February reads, hopefully my predictions will be right. We'll see. If you like my video, please hit like, comment if you have any comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe, because you know, I would love it if people subscribed and bigged me up, because I'm really proud of my booktube. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you all take care, have a lovely February, and I will see you again soon. Bye!